We take the BS out of short sales. I'm the B, or Blair Ballin, from the Blair Group and the Williams Real Estate Company, realtor from Scottsdale, Arizona.
And I'm the S. I'm Stephen Garner. I am a marketing representative for a national title insurance company, and I'm based right here in Phoenix, Arizona as well. Okay, so welcome back. It's episode 4. For episode 3, we dealt with short sales and the security nightmare. We discussed things about collecting pay stubs and tax returns and documents related to short sale that are financially critical.
And how important it is for realtors to know what those policies and regulations are so they can protect themselves and, most importantly, their clients.
Right. This time we're back with Don and we're back with Doug, and this time we're going to be discussing the same information, but this time as it relates to electronic, whether it be email or websites.
All right, Don, Doug, thanks for being back on the show. Everyone really enjoyed the last episode, and we're excited to have you back on this one. And last week we talked about paper and what realtors and everyone really should be concerned with as far as protecting themselves. This week we wanted to talk about whether it be online, email, how realtors and other individuals should protect themselves during short sales.
Well, first thing is, I know a lot of people think that they can do this just on paper as far as short sale processing, and the reality is pretty soon it starts creeping into the electronic area through email or through things like Equator, trying to communicate with the lender. It's just impossible really to do it on paper. What most people need to understand too is that email is not secure, and no sensitive information should ever go through email. Secondly, they need to make sure they're protecting their computer. The regulations spell out very clearly, especially things like PCI and ISO standards.
And what do those stand for again?
PCI is a payment card industry standard. Good standard to follow, very well recognized, and pretty well defined. As we mentioned in the last session too, you can get templates for anywhere from free to $100 that will help you build that policy and procedures. And it defines things like you need a firewall, how the firewall should be set up, that you have to have antivirus and how that needs to be updated constantly. Also malware and how that should be updated as well. Updates to Windows and all the applications on your desktop. There's a lot of things because that computer you're using, even though you may be using Equator, everything's still is being typed from your computer. It could be intercepted if your machine gets infected with some kind of malware.
Oh. Okay, so I've talked to some guys that are Mac guys. Now, I'm a Mac guy as well, okay? And I've always been of the impression that if you use Mac, you don't have to worry about some of those concerns because Macs are harder to hack, etc. Can you elaborate on that?
Actually, that was true until very recently. Just within the last probably 6 to 9 months, the hackers have been specifically targeting Macs because they're an easier target there because almost 70% of the users have no antivirus on them.
For realtors, they're going to have to always make sure they want to update their antivirus, right? Have it done automatically, right? Make sure the firewall is adequate, okay? Software. Now, when you say software, what are you referring to? Is that Windows versus Mac?
Windows, any application. There have been vulnerabilities that have been used through Adobe Reader, Acrobat Reader, through almost a bunch of different applications. Of course, all the instant messaging programs leave you open for attack. You really shouldn't have those on a computer that you have sensitive data.
Okay, so when we're talking about, I mean, for me personally, I have a wireless network at home. I don't know anybody that uses a landline, if you will, anymore. So for realtors that are using wireless network to upload different things, what are some of the concerns that they should be worried about?
You want to make sure your wireless router is WPA2. If not, it doesn't meet the criteria to be considered secure. Even if it's encrypted, only WPA2 is considered a secure enough encryption for machines handling sensitive data.
Okay, now to find out if it is there like something they can look on the side that says it is, or?
You have to look in the specs. You probably read online if you look up the model number, or there may be an update available for it if it doesn't support it currently, depending on what kind they have.
We're talking about detailed information, and we're talking about wireless connections. I would assume that we could talk about cell phones as well. I mean, I use cell phones. I get documents on my email as well. Of course, mine are not related to a short sale and have financial information. So when we're dealing with something like Bluetooth, what are the things that realtors should be concerned about?
Well, you have to remember that the Bluetooth connections are not secure. I've seen demonstrations where people can go and hack into Bluetooth in less than 30 seconds and download everything off the phone. So you need to, if you're carrying this extending what they call the endpoint of your network, because now wherever you go, your network goes with you with all that data on it. And you need to make sure that you get encryption software to encrypt that data to make sure that it's secure.
So that would be encrypted on the phone itself?
On the phone itself.
Is that something they can just go down to Best Buy and get, or?
You probably have to search on the internet. I don't know if they sell anything like that on the at one of those stores. They may. One of the phone stores may have that available as an application.
Okay, and then once again, like with paper documents, the less you hold on to it, the better. Would you assume the same thing with email as far as deleting them as soon as possible from your handheld device?
Yes, delete, but also remember when you delete something, it's sitting in the deleted folder. So you want to make sure you clear that as well.
Okay.
Really good stuff.
So, Doug, how is it that realtors at home with any questions or concerns can reach you?
You can call our main number at 602-774-3757 or go to our website at www.mortgagemediationgroup.com. Also, if you'd like more information about what we've spoken about today, you can find that at our website, as well as sign up for our newsletter, which will also send out some additional information on this topic.
All right. Thank you. Join us next time for episode 5, where we're going to be talking about HEFI. HEFI is the
Home Equity Fractional Interest Program.
And how that's going to affect you and your business. It's a beautiful thing. So we'll be back here with these guys very soon. So,
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.